Chris Middleton. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard. And early in the season, Clark, rotations getting settled. How important do you think it is to have players who really embrace their roles on that team?
You know, I think it's a combination of accepting and embracing your roles, really relishing what it is you're to do and to star in what your particular role is, and finding that out oftentimes is a work in progress even throughout the season.
And probably managing maybe some disappointment if you aren't in the role you thought you were going to be in.
Well said. Exactly right.
Now, here's Rubio. After the miss from Vucevic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the three ball is good.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Rubio looking it over. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Indiana Pacers. Satoransky, the pass to Oladipo. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Satoransky finds Oladipo. Bank shot, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Great for the Phoenix Suns. With a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raise some eyebrows. Look, they've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Here's Oubre after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. The shot misses, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Satoransky, the pass to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And, you know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with, a credit to him and his staff.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Cantor, checked in for Vucevic. T.J. Leaf comes in for Jabari Parker. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Satoransky. And the Suns here with a different look. Diallo, he's checked in for Nance. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Booker. And George Hill's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Hill, no good. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Inside, Leaf, good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball.
To the middle. It's called for run. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
Outside Warren. We got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
And when you give Oladipo a running start, he's going to torch you, plain and simple.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pacers out in front of 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Indiana?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
It's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. Victor Oladipo is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Cantor in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now, here's Bridges. Knocks it loose. It's Hill, top the key. Now the pass to Bridges. It's hauled in by Leaf. Indiana leading by 7. Down low, here's McConnell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's Diallo. So the wing on the left. Bridges kicks to Hill. Over McConnell. Hill, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Pass to McConnell. Here's Leaf. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Vucevic checked in for Cantor. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Leaf. Chris Middleton's checked in for Oladipo. And Satoransky subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And the Suns here with a different look. Larry Nance is checked in for Diallo. Oubre comes in for Bridges. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Hill.
Attacking the defense with the pass there, Kevin. Rubio, with great vision, and no hesitation on the delivery.
Now, here's Satoransky. No points in the game yet for him. Middleton outside. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Middleton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Rubio. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You wonder if it's a good idea to foul Rubio there. I mean, he shot well under 40% from the field for his career, but at the line, he's north of 80%.
The Pacers making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Now, here's Satoransky. Stolen by Rubio. And now Rubio pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That one goes in. Rubio's got 5 now.
Well, this is where his sweet spot is. Rubio at his best in the open court. Knows how to finish in that environment.
Parker outside. Over Oubre. And that one is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Bangs home the trifecta. Oubre's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Satoransky against Rubio. Here's Satoransky. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The jump hook. Vucevic with the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 8.
You know, Nikola Vucevic, guys, just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
And that does it for the first half of play. Pacers lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, man.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Hands out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Here's Oubre following the basket by Chris Middleton. 4 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Parker and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, I like the craftiness of Parker finding ways to get into the lane. Always looking to punch it down.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 5. Ayton dishes to Booker. Over Oladipo. That shot is off. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now, here's Oubre. After the miss from Vucevic. High arcing shot. Oubre can't get it to go. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Indiana. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Well, Phoenix shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Rubio finds Nance. Now, here's Oubre. Passes it to Booker. Now, here's Ayton. Guarded by Oladipo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Enes Kanter's checked in for Vucevic. Warren comes in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Satoransky. We've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Warren. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The drive by Booker. It's good. Booker's got 7. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. McConnell with it. Pass to Warren. Dishes to Kanter. Warren against Bridges. Got a hand on it.
no doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the inside. Great D that time for Middleton.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. It's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. TJ McConnell is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. 3 on the clock. Lets it fly. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Even with the hand in his face, guys, Forbes is hard to rattle or shake. Great focus and concentration.
McConnell passes to Leaf. He dishes it to Middleton. Bridges with the steal. The pass to Hill. Pacers with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. McConnell passes to Kaminsky. Shot clock at 6. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Bridges kicks to Hill. To the paint, Ayton. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Timeout called the Pacers. Some changes for Indiana. Vucevic checked in for TJ Leaf. Victor Oladipo comes in for Chris Middleton. And Satoransky subbed in for TJ McConnell. And then for Phoenix, Nancy's checked in for Bridges. Oubre comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, brother.
Thank you, David. Phoenix with the ball. Following the score by Indiana. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Parker's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And a change for the Suns. Booker's checked in. Now, here's Satoransky. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Warren knocks for 2. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Suns trail by 4. Booker looking around. Offline with his 3.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Satoransky, the pass to Vucevic. Bounce pass from Warren. Booker against Oladipo. Pass to Vucevic. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Parker's shot is off.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now, here's Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Nance kicks to Booker. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And they go to the intentional foul. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, you know, Oladipo was the second pick back in the 2013 draft and has made back-to-back All-Star games in 18 and 19. His star is rising.
And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 8. 20 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Middleton.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
He's had the fans behind him tonight, and that's really been a key for him. Once he got going, they sensed it could be a special night every time he touched the ball. So it's Indiana picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. They love him. Thank you so much. Now, Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Isaac, and it's Chris in at the center position. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Bridges out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Gibson in at the 5 down low. Chris, we're getting into a new season, but already we're seeing teams hit that injury bug early on.
Yeah, Kevin, don't you just hate to see it? So hopefully those guys come back healthy. And, man, you hate seeing that, but I tell you what, again, injuries can always also have a positive effect. If you get that injured player back, let's just think you get to give guys time that didn't get that much time before. So they're getting kind of 2 seasons within one. The playoffs come, you get that healthy player back. And by the way, you have a guy that you've developed off the bench, and now you have a deeper team, a little more depth.
Bridges shot, good.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Now here's Thompson. Shoots over Beal. The shot by Thompson, no good. Wall taking his time here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, John Wall coming back after that Achilles injury he suffered in the start of 2019. It's been a long road to recovery for him, and I know just how much he misses playing every day.
And so John Wall nails both of them. And Steve Webb, as we know, with Wall, he made the most of his time missed by finishing his degree.
Yeah, Wall was able to take the classes he needed to complete his bachelor's degree from Kentucky. I'm sure he would have preferred to play instead, but he saw an opportunity with his education and made the most of it.
Now Bridges, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in a perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Green. Curry with the bounce pass. 6 to shoot. Thompson for the triple. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The perfect shooting form. Something Thompson is known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
Here's Wall. That's tipped. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Curry passes to Thompson. Green kicks to Isaac. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry against Wall. Chris throws it down.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, how often do we hear, Greg? I mean, you got to take care of the basketball. I mean, they got to be much more disciplined tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Chandler. Malik Beasley comes in for Beal, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for John Wall.
That's no run-of-the-mill finish by Barnes right there. He gets thrown off balance by the contact, keeps his focus, stays with it, and gets it to go.
Now here's Gibson. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Back to Napier. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Comes up empty down low. Down low, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, solid glue guy you have to have on your team. Barnes is good at setting up his teammates.
Here's Milton. To the middle. Gibson passes to Bridges. Here's Milton, defended by Portis, and it's good, 2 points.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
1 second left. Oh, and he drills it! He drills it!
Oh, can you say range? Can you say range?
Yeah. And so it's Washington with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Harrison Barnes. Muscala is out there with Portis. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Thibault in at the 2 guard. Here's Gibson. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Napier. Gibson against Portis. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. And first of all, his handles are
great handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with his speed, it's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right or right without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Now here's Waiters. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Barnes up top. That one doesn't go. And it's Washington the other way. The drive by Smith. And good that time. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Smith has the floater down to a science. The rainmaker. Difficult shot that he has mastered over time.
Waiters outside for 3. Washington with the rebound. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Beasley. The layup off target.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Barnes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got his second basket.
And you see Barnes attacking any holes in the D he sees. Love that aggressive mindset.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Well, going into the summer, Klay Thompson had said he wanted to stay with the Warriors. But Chris also said that he deserved a max contract.
Yeah, and if you look at Klay's resume, it's hard to argue that he isn't worth that amount. Let's remember what he's done for this team. The shooting he provides, the defense, the championships, he's earned what he was given.
Washington making some changes. Beal comes in for Malik Beasley. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. And then for Golden State, Isaac comes in for Barnes. And Steph Curry subbed in for Dion Waiters. Beal's shot is good.
Love the touch on that floater right there. Beal has this shot down to a science.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 5. The pass to Isaac. The 6th pick back in 2017. 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go. And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, GM, it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
Green finds Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Wizards leading by 4. To the inside, Beal. The shot comes out. Good D by Thompson. Here's Isaac, and he jams it with authority.
And you see the recognition. Thompson, dependable at getting it to the open man.
Curry against Wall. Passes to Beal. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Wall, no luck. And the wide open shot from Green. And too long on the shot.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Beal from long range. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie, after the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They've got a 2... And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. The Warriors trailing. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Wilson Chandler out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Curry outside. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lobbed up there for Gibson. Chandler trying to free himself up. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And the awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Beal. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, he hasn't been much of a shot blocker in his career, but Clay denies that.
And here we go with a tie. Wall with a block. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Beal drives in. Good D by Thompson.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
It's good. Beal's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
I love how Beal rises over the D. He loves out-muscling them at every turn.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
Washington making some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Gibson. Malik Beasley comes in for Beal. And it's Napier in for John Wall. Here's Thibault. 5 points in the game. Lock at 6. Pass to Portis. And when he comes off the bench, you know Bobby Portis is looking to make an immediate difference.
Oh, yeah, and Portis isn't shy about getting shots up as a reserve. He knows he is out there to stir things up and provide a different look for this team.
And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA. Now, he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
1:41 left in the 3rd. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for Washington. The lead is 2. Ball's knocked loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Chandler. That's tipped. And they'll keep possession. And they get it back. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Barnes passes to Thibault. Golden State moving the ball around. Muscala dishes to Curry. Shoots over Bridges. Curry shot is off.
He just can't find it. Touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Beasley outside. The Warriors pull it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Wizards lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Portis. Thompson is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Green in at the 4. Waiters passes to Thompson. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Beal. Banked in off the glass. Beal's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
There's the pass to Green. And here is Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Portis. Over Smith. Portis can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Waiters. Curry looking around. From deep three-point range, Washington with the rebound. Gibson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Smith. Chris with the rebound. Warriors trail by 7. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Smith. And the basket by Isaac.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
All with it. Now Green defending. Wall's shot is good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jump.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Washington. Miles Bridges comes in for Smith. Curry against Wall. From deep. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Stephen Curry.
Big bucket. That's how you do it if you're Steph Curry.
Wall passes to Beal. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's tipped. They retain possession. Chandler's shot, good.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Curry on the wing. Covered by Wall. Curry passes to Isaac. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
I tell you what, Isaac's starting to show that clutch gene. He's not afraid and seems willing to put the team on his back.
1:10 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Inside, Bridges. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
1:04 left in the 4th quarter. Curry outside. Unable to get that one. Wall with some nice defense. Over to the wing. Pass to Beal. Pass to Wall. Now, here's Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Beal, and Washington again with the bucket.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
It's good from long range.
Oh, he's been doing this since back in the day, since back in college. Curry's one of the most clutch performers we have, really, in any sport.
And so they foul intentionally. Here's Beal, and now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, and after 1 year of collegiate basketball, Bill knew he was ready for the NBA, and I'd say he was right.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 8. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. They can't afford any wasted possessions.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, John Wall.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Smith standing on the floor. And so it's the Wizards with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home. So, all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. At Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Fred VanVleet. Porzingis is out there with Hunter. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Porter. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Count that bucket. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Shot clock at 6. Gobert pulls it in. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach David Fizdale.
Thanks, Kevin. We talked about the difficulty of slowing down this dynamite offense.
D.A., thanks for that update. Guys, what can they do to prevent a barrage of points to start this game?
I think one thing they have to do is stay connected to shooters. Obviously, though, easier said than done.
Right. You don't want to give up easy looks, especially at the rim and from the three-point line.
Here's Doncic over Porter, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you look at Luka Doncic, 6'7", about 220 Doris. Is he a point guard? A point forward? I mean, where's he fit?
Well, I think in today's modern NBA, where we talk about positionless basketball, he's the perfect fit regardless of where you put it. He can defend wings, he can defend forwards, and offensively, you want him to be in command of the basketball.
Outside Robinson with the shot. They get it again. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And Doncic gets it to go.
There's no defense for that. Sometimes Doncic just hits tough shots.
Pass to Randall. Over Porzingis. Randall no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
To the paint, there's McLemore, and the layup falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Gobert finds Sexton. Outside, Porzingis. Over Randall. That one wide left. Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. DiVincenzo passes to McLemore. Here's Cornette. Fires the 3. Sexton grabs the board. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Here's DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Mavericks. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, they got Porzingis. Seth Curry is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
It's stolen by Brown. to the inside. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Dallas leading by 6.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Luke Cornett. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Randall. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Luke Kennard. And Doncic, here we go. Barea finds Van Vliet. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs. Brown feeling out a bit. Outside Robinson. And the pass to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Barea. Robinson with the block. Doncic against Porter. Count the basket.
The stretching out to finish past the defender. Porter scores inside and out.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Brown. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bruce Brown. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Doncic with the fadeaway. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 7. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Over Porzingis. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Out to the wing. Barea with a wide open look, and he's good on the 3 ball. Barea's got himself on the board with 3 there. That'll do it for the first half. Mavericks lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period. And that'll do it for halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Porter. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. To the middle. Here's Randall. Porzingis with the block. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Knicks trail by 12.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Hunter, the pass to Doncic. And here is Hunter. Here's Gobert. Porter with the steal. A floater. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next. How can I be better?
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Randall. Then McLemore comes in for Porter. Kennard, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Brown in for Dinwiddie. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Porzingis. Seth Curry comes in for Doncic. And it's Sexton in for Fred VanVleet. Pass to Gobert. Kicks to Jones. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Up top, Brown. Defended by Sexton. Brown outside. New York needs to get off a shot. Puts it up. Kennard's shot is off. And so Sexton will bring it up for Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead early. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
What I love about Colin Sexton, guys, is he's super aggressive. He knows speed and athleticism are his advantage, and he makes great use of both of those things.
Shot's good by Kennard.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Now, here's Hunter. Tight defense on him. The shot, no good. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter. And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Here's Gobert, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. New York with the foul.
Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
Turner's checked in for Luke Cornett. And Dallas with a change here, too. Berea's checked in. Knicks trail by 7. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Turner. Over Jones. The shot by Turner, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Sexton. He gets it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Colin Sexton is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Jones in at the 5, down low. Doncic with it, out defended by Randall. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Dallas. And there's the pass to Porter. Now here's Randall. Dinwiddie passes to Turner. Here's Kennard. On deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Barea against Randall. Barea, no good. 4-on-3 break. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Porter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Barea against Randall. Moves back up. Barea, no good.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Dinwiddie passes to Porter. Dinwiddie gets to Turner. New York moving the ball around. Here's Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Turner. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Luke Kennard. Dallas also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Hunter comes in for J.J. Barea. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Colin Sexton. Here's Doncic. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Here's VanVleet. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Down low, Hunter. That shot off. Nice D from Porter. Here's DiVincenzo. Covered by VanVleet. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. They shoot again. Porzingis with the block. At the elbow, Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Dinwiddie outside. Porzingis with the steal. To the inside. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. And now a 9-point Dallas lead. New York calls timeout. They're down by 9. There's a minute left in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. We need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. We'll see if they can keep that trust going, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Now here's Van Vliet. Dinwiddie covering. Now Van Vliet. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on the break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play fast.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Fultz looking around. No good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. Fader on the way. Rebound Minnesota.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
The shot by Sharch, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wiggins tries in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Capella sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now here's Fultz, defended by Young. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Fultz is terrific at drawing contact, especially when he's going up to shoot.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of this game. He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good.
And plenty of Hawks fans were despondent when the team decided to rebuild, but that dejection has turned into excitement.
The team plays hard every night. They have an entertaining style, and they have a lot of young talent. It may not be long before they're a real threat in the East.
And Capella sends it back. Now here's Wiggins. He's tightly guarded. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Fultz the pass to Towns. Shoots over Capella, and it's off the back rim. No good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Wiggins outside to the paint. Sabonis laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timberwolves trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hayes comes in for Sabonis, and it's Aminu in for Daniels. Pass to Towns. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Wiggins. Packed in, coming off the assist from Young. 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Towns kicks to Mills. Takes it from 10. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter. Young's shot is off. And so it's Atlanta up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And a unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare.
As a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about it.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt. Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Hayes. Young is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Anderson in at the four-man position.
In his rookie season, a rough start shooting the ball for Trae Young. He came on down the stretch in a big way.
He kicks it to Hayes. And it's Aminu in the corner. Anderson dishes to Hayes. 4 on the clock. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Mills with the rebound. And some new records for Trae Young, the first rookie in NBA history with over 45 points and 15 assists in a game.
Kevin, also the fourth rookie since the merger to post 3 consecutive 35 points. The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Outside, Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, here's Aminu, covered by Mills. Out to the right wing. Hayes, the pass to Anderson. Shoots over Mills. Anderson's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Well, lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of them?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Fultz with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And you got to get a hand up on Fultz. I mean, he continues to show improvement from the mid-range area of the floor.
Young drives in.
We call it off the bus range. Trae Young can shoot from the half-court logo with confidence.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the evening.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Saric.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Young dishes to Labissiere. Daniels kicks to Young. From about 16, doesn't go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Saric, that's good.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Here's Young. He has 7. On the wing, Daniels launches a 3. No good there. And so that's the end of the first half. Hawks lead by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we...
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny. Atlanta came ready to play. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Drew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Charge is out there with Towns. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Fultz. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 9 points. And Capella sends it back. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And checking out the stats for Trae Young. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 19 points a game last year. 8 assists and 3 rebounds. And no secret, he can score the ball. Number 1 on the team last year.
He loves being the go-to guy. You can see it in his swagger. And boy, he sure lit it up last season.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The pass to Daniels. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Timberwolves trail by 10. Saric outside. And slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Young passes to Wiggins. The offensive rebound. There's Sabonis. Some solid defense from Saric.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Young. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
The Hawks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Trent's checked in, and Alonzo Trier's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Karl Anthony Towns. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisition.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Pass to Mills. Back to Trier. Saric outside. Now here's Mills, defended by Young. Mills dishes to Saric. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Trent. Towns trying to get open. Trent can't hit.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Young inside, covered by Mills. Young's shot is off. Here's Trent. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Trier. Here's Trent. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Hawks, Scal Labissiere out there with Anderson. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Young. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And here's Anderson from the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Mills. Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Daniels inside the line. Bullseye. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Mills passes to Okogie. A baseline J. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Hawks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's Mills with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shoots off the step back, and he connects with the jumper. The Hawks leading by 6. And Young kicks to Labissiere. Back to Young. Over Mills. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Mills. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Patty Mills. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Wiggins comes in for Anderson. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, Lloyd Pierce talked with his team during that last time out. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
That one falls. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. He has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
And Young, here we go. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 6. 1:39 left to play here in the 4th. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
The Hawks leading by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Daniels from outside. Rebound by Okogie for Minnesota. They've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Passes it to Fultz. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Over Daniels. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. A 3-ball. And Troy Daniel with the 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Towns can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Capella. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
They get the rebound. And the Hawks with possession. Young outside. And so the Hawks take the win. How does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
And here is Drummond after Miles Turner was able to get the triple. Here's Clarkson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson bringing it up to the 10th.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Winslow against Hayward. Winslow's shot is off.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Bradley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. And it's Drummond missing. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Winslow against Hayward. A nice shot by Winslow.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside. Think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
Second chance shot. In deep. Drummond drops it in.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished 1 ballot shy of earning all the MVP votes.
But we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Outside, Jones, 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And here are the Grizzlies now. Good on the shot. Here's none. 51 seconds left to play in the first. And here is Harris. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Gary Harris looking comfortable right there from the 3-point line. That's becoming a high percentage shot for him.
The pass to Wagner. Back to Jones. Passes it to Wagner. Over Gasol. And another basket for Memphis.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Now Harris. From deep 3-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture. And Pau Gasol definitely...
I always notice the fans that support us.
The game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Harris. Mahinmi is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Brown, and it's none and a point. Here's Melton, guarded by Harris. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Pass to Nunn. Power down with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Wagner. Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
Gasol with the steal. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Harris outside. Brown with it. 9 points last game over Brooks. No good from Gasol.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Jones, the pass to Jones. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his first points of the night. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, there are some players who are playing cool, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things like Chris Paul and Mike Conley that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Bradley kicks to Hayward. And another miss by Cleveland. The Grizzlies trail by 3 on the wing. Winslow. The pass to LeVert. 3-pointer off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Love outside. Clarkson against LeVert. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 7.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's Morant. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Just a pest up.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good action during the period as it was just a 1. And that's going to do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Justice Winslow out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Turner, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Memphis trailing here.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
5 on the clock. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of
upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
It's Bradley on the wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here, and he gets it to go. Clarkson's got 9.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Here's Morant, and it's in there. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Clarkson passes to Hayward. Passes it to Love. Grizzlies with the rebound. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Jackson misses.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Morant with a wide-open look. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies. Timeout called the Cavaliers. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Wagner, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Dylan Brooks comes in for Justice Winslow. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Harris looking it over. Drummond is doubled. Here's Gasol, poked away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. He kicks it to Brooks. Here's Melton, guarded by Harris. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Melton, no good. Brown, the pass to Harris. Here's Nunn. The high post shot, and he hits the jump shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Brown. Andre Drummond is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Harris. And it's Nunn in at the point.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
At the elbow, it's Drummond. And Wagner pulls it down. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. The lead is 2. That shot off. Some solid defense from Gasol. Harris outside. Pass to Gasol. Over Brooks. Releases. Drummond trying to get himself free. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Timeout called the Grizzlies. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Turner's checked in for Wagner. Winslow comes in for Milton. And it's Morant in for Jones. Cleveland also making some changes. Love's checked in for Gasol. And it's Clarkson in for Harris. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David. And there's the feed to Winslow. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. And that one goes long. Well, Cleveland shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Bradley kicks to Hayward. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Clarkson. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. LeVert's checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Bradley with the bounce pass. Here's Love. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And Kevin Love, no stranger having the ball when it's tight like this. Terrific at stepping up.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Bradley. Shot from 12. And it's Morant missing. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Hayward passes to Bradley. Pass to Love. Over Jackson. Love, no luck. And the Grizzlies shooting about 42% so far. Winslow kicks to LeVert. Outside Turner. And here's Morant. 6 to shoot. That one's not going to go. Good D by Drummond. For 3, Hayward frames it from downtown.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Here's Morant. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most. And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Love. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty, GA. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Timeout called Cleveland. The score is tied at 31. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Love in the post. Clarkson finds Bradley. Good!
He's been in these situations before, and Bradley coming through again.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're behind by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
He stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Griffin is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Schroeder in at the 2 guard. And for Philadelphia, Rodney Hood out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Simmons against Paul. And Simmons kicks to Hood. Sinks the triple. Now, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Paul for three. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. To the inside. Markkanen lays it up and banks it in.
And Markkanen is a low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
Paul passes to Schroeder. Up top, Griffin. Fires from 14. The Thunder with another miss.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Porter. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Simmons against Paul. Simmons passes to Hood. Outside for Simmons. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Porter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Count it.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
The 76ers leading by 4. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
Here's Hood. The Thunder making the shot. Outside Williams. 43 seconds left in the first. Simmons inside. Started by Holiday. Can't cash in from close range. Looney passes to Neto. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Simmons dishes to Hood. Here's the floater. He lays it in. Hood's got 7.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Holiday with it. Pulls it up. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the... Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Looney. He's out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. No good from Simmons.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Noel. Here's Neto, guarded by Robinson. Neto can't get it to go.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why. A big X factor for the Sixers, I think, will be the development of Ben Simmons' jump shot. He's got to become at least a threat as a perimeter shooter if they're going to have a chance to win it all.
Pass to Dort. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Dort's got his first points of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Knocked loose. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Neto with the bucket. And especially in the playoffs where teams really scheme for you, Simmons shooting can be a real problem for the Sixers.
Yeah, it's a major liability, guys. There's no denying it. For all of his wonderful ability and versatility, the fact that it's basically 4 on 5 when they're on offense with him on the floor is a problem in the playoffs. And you said it. When teams can lock into you, they're going to make you do what you're uncomfortable doing.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Here's Young, and it's Young finishing it off.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And Clark, talk about the leadership of a guy like Thaddeus Young.
And he's one of my favorites because he's just solid. His actions speak louder than his words, and he's a grinder. I mean, he's a guy who just gives you everything he has and does all of the little things day in and day out. Tremendous locker room presence.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Williams. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And Hood subbed in for Robinson. Hall's shot is off.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Hood can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Markkanen not going to go that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Griffin passes to Caldwell Pope. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Inside, Markkanen, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 6 points for Lauri Markkanen. Ball outside. And a close game so far through the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are leading by 4. And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Rodney Hood displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Porter is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Simmons in at the 1. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Drops in the tray. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now. A spot that could be a great future head coach in this game.
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting left. And Griffin sends it back. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Caldwell Pope. And pulls it down. Simmons on the wing. Defended by Paul. Simmons passes to Pirtle. Shoots over Schroeder. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his first bucket of the night.
And when he rises up, you know, probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Now, here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Porter. Hood trying to... Porter, no luck. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
KCP is a guy who can pull up from 3 just as easily as take it to the cup. He's a tough cover in transition.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now here's Griffin with a floater. Caldwell Pope left side. Schroeder surveying the floor. It's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
Porter dishes to Simmons over Paul. And Simmons kicks to Markkanen. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Now here's Hood. He's got 7. Now the pass to Simmons. Dishes it to Porter. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Hood against Schroeder from 18 feet away. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Simmons. Here's Pirtle, defended by Paul. And here's Simmons for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 4. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Nerlens Noel, Looney out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Holiday in at the point. Now here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Holiday with it, and Young picks him up defensively. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here is Young, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City.
And you look at Young, and clearly he's a little undersized when he gets inside, but he knows how to create contact and use his body effectively.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. Contavious Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Thunder. Robinson against Schroeder. Makes it off the glass.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen.
Robinson against Schroeder. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And Philadelphia making a change here. Hood's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, the 76ers. 6-point game. Schroeder against Hood. With some art, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Williams finds Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the 76ers. The Thunder also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And it's Paul in for Aaron Holiday. Hood gets the bucket. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball against Simmons. A floater. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 9. Hood, the pass to Simmons. To Hood. Caldwell Pope against Porter. Clock at 4. Here's Marjanovic. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A nice shot by Griffin.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
Simmons dishes to Hood. Outside Porter. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And here is Garland. So the 76ers win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just